Reverend Father Correspondent, Reverend Father Principal, Reverend Father Vice Principal, Reverend Father Treasurer, respected AHM, respected staff members, and my dear students. Good morning. My sincere prayers for your health and happiness. An anonymous Chinese proverb says, to learn a new language is to have a new window from which you can look at the world. I believe English is one such language which connects us irrespective of the linguistic, geographical, and cultural barriers. An eminent St. Lucian poet, Derek Walcott, once said, English is nobody's special property. That is very much true. In 21st century, we no longer ascribe to the twin models of British English and American English. We have Canadian English, Australian English, New Zealandian English, and of course, Indian English. An eminent English professor, Dr. K. Natarajan, once went to Canada to deliver a talk. The master of ceremony introduced Dr. Natarajan and then cautioned the audience. The master of ceremony said, "Dear audience, he is going to talk to you in Indian English." Then Professor Natarajan addressed the audience. He said, "There is one small clarification. I am going to talk Natarajan English." Because English is no longer, exclusive. It is something that is shared by people all over the world. It is for this reason that I think we need to learn English. At the same time, only when we learn our mother tongue well, we will appreciate other languages. It becomes easy for us to acquire other languages. I'll just tell you a short incident, a small incident that really affected me. Once I went for an invigilation, and then it was a general Tamil paper. There was one student who was sincerely writing an answer. I'll just say what he wrote in that paper. It went like this. Nagarajan, it's in Tamil, Nagarajan, Avarakka Malayil Ani Vittar. Can you decipher what he meant by this? Nagarajan, Avarakka Malayil Ani Vittar. After some point of time, I just went to another student and then I looked at the same answer. It went like this. Nagarajan, Avarukku Malayai Anivittar. Okay. Nagarajan, Avarukku Malayai Anivittar. See, when we are not able to write one small sentence without mistakes, I believe there is a real problem with our thinking. It makes us shallow thinkers. The moment when you learn a language completely, you become a deep thinker. I believe English as a language has borrowed a lot of words from other languages. It has also borrowed words from Tamil. You'll be surprised to note that the word cash is from the Tamil word kasu. The word catamaran is from the Tamil word kattumaram. The word pandal is from the Tamil word pandal. The word Muligathani is from the Tamil word Milaguthannir. There are a lot of words it has borrowed from our mother tongue. And one more comparison that I will give you. The monthly wage that we get is called as salary. What is the root word of salary? It is from the Latin word salarium, which means salt. In ancient days, salt was given as a salary for the soldiers. What is the Tamil word for salary? Yes? Sambalam. Have you ever looked at the root word? Sambalam can be bifurcated into two words. Samba, which refers to rice, and alam, from uppalam, from where we get salt. Rice and salt was given as salary in those days. When we read English, when we discover the hidden treasures, you will be surprised to note that there are many such stories. So develop love for languages. And to do that, you need to start reading. Because there is a beautiful quote that goes like this. A man who reads many books lives many lives. A person who doesn't read lives but only once. So reading is definitely a habit that will help you to acquire more words and newspapers definitely play a significant part in improving your vocabulary. I believe the objective of this association is to advance the cause of language learning, especially that of English. But there is also a hidden objective, that is to inculcate leadership traits. When you work together in an association, you learn to respect people. You learn to work together. And I believe that definitely improves your emotional intelligence. Because in the 21st century, it is not your aptitude, but your attitude that decides your altitude. I'll repeat it. It is not your aptitude, but your attitude that decides your altitude. It is not your intelligence, but your emotional intelligence that will decide your elevation. How many of you are fans of MS Dhoni? Quite a lot. If you remember the cricket in the 1990s, thank you, you may lower your hands. The cricket scene in the 1990s was completely overshadowed by one individual, that was Sachin Tendulkar. The moment Sachin Tendulkar was out, everyone used to switch off the television and then they used to just go away. Because they did not believe in the team, they just believed in the single individual. But MS Dhoni changed all that. Even when you look at the award giving ceremonies, he never stands in the center. He always stands at the corner and then encourages his team to take the credit. And MS Dhoni believed in the team. And I believe that this team spirit is something that will definitely take you to higher places. Because they say it is not the team with the best players that wins the match, but it is the players with the best team that wins the match. And I believe all of you should utilize this opportunity to become a good team player. I will just end my speech with a small story. Once there was a little girl who was just walking along the seashore, and there was also an old man who just came in front of the girl. And there were like thousands of starfish that were washed ashore because of the waves. And this little girl, she just collected those starfish and then she just threw them back to the sea. This old man got curious. He just went and then asked the girl, "What are you doing? There are like thousands of starfish here. And how will you save all the starfish? And it won't make much difference." For that, the little girl, she just smiled and then said, she just lifted a starfish, threw it back to the sea and then said, "But it has made a difference in the life of that particular starfish." It doesn't matter, whether you do something in a bigger scale, but anything that you do in a smaller scale will definitely make an impact in the lives of others. And as emerging leaders, you need to take responsibility in your lives. Start doing small things, like washing your foot plate, polishing your shoe, and helping your parents. And this is what I call as leadership. Early leadership and responsibility will definitely take you to higher places. I thank the management of Don Bosco for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.